So problem one, exercise 1K, problem number one, we have the following. Let's read. In an arithmetic sequence, the first term is -8, and the sum of the first 20 terms is 790. So let's see, guys. We're talking about an arithmetic sequence, right? So we know that the first term is -8. I'm gonna write that down. And the sum of the first 20 terms is 790. So S sub 20 is 790. Okay, so I know all of these things. And question A, find the common difference. Find the common difference. Find the, in other words. Okay, so let's see. Um, we know this formula for arithmetic sequences, and we also know this formula. Well, these other two formulas, right? Okay, so there you go. So with these formulas, guys, I can play with them in here, right? Taking this data and I can substitute into some of these things, so I can eventually arrive to get to find the difference, right? For example, if you notice in this particular equation, guys, in this particular equation, you have Sn, you have U1, which is what you have in here. You have the difference, which is what you're looking for. You see what I mean? Like, this is the one that you have to use because what you're looking for, D appears in here, and this thing is what you have as a piece of information given by the book. Also, U1 is written here, right? So I'm gonna basically select this formula. I'm gonna write S20 equals 20 over 2 that multiplies 2 times the first term, which is -8, plus parentheses 20 minus 1 times the difference, you see? And basically that's it, guys. I'm gonna simplify just a little bit for you. You're gonna have this 19D, there you go. And you know that S20 is 790. So you will get this, as you can see, right? And you can pick it up from here. I'm not gonna be finding D for you. I mean, well, sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. Okay, so for example, in this case, let's just simplify a little bit more. 79 equals -16 plus 19D, right? And then you're gonna get 95 equals 19D if I add it well, and therefore D equals 95 over 19. So that's the difference. If I did all the arithmetic correctly, this should be the common difference. So there you go. Now, B, find B, letter I, or option 1, find U28. Well, I'm not going to be doing that for you, right? I mean, how do you find U28? You use this formula because you now have the first term, which is this, you know the difference, and then you substitute in this end, you're going to substitute 28. I'm not going to do that for you. Hence, find S28. Okay, so now that you have 28, U28, I'm going to assume that you have this value, right? Then how do you find S28? Well, use this one right here. If you notice, you can substitute S28 equals 28 over 2 that multiplies U1, which is -8, plus U28, which you have it from the previous step, right? So you can input that in there and you're gonna be getting S28. So this is the way I'm gonna be explaining the problems, guys. I'm not gonna be doing the arithmetic every single time. That's wasted time for me. And finally, letter C, find how many terms it takes for the sum to exceed 2000. Okay, letter C, how many terms for the sum to exceed 2000. Okay, so basically what we want to find in here is this. I'm going to use this formula and I'm going to replace Sn for 2000, right? Equals n over 2 times u1, which is this much. Well, no, actually, this is gonna be unhelpful because, yeah, that's right. No, this is not gonna be work. This is not gonna work. Is this going to work? Find how many terms for the sum to exceed 2000. Let me think a little. I'm gonna pause the video. I'll be back in a few seconds. There you go. Now I know how. It didn't take me long. It took me about 10 seconds, guys. But I don't want to waste any time in the video. So it's this one. You have to use this one, guys. Why? Because of this. You want the sum to exceed 2000. So you want this to exceed 2000. So at least let's make it 2000 at least. I'm gonna continue that in yellow here. So I'm gonna put 2000 there, and I'm gonna write n over 2 that multiplies to u1, which you have, which is minus 8, plus n minus 1 times d, which you also have because I got it for you in here, right? So uh, I mean, you're gonna input that difference in there, this number there. I don't want to write it down. There you go. Okay, so basically, what do you have in here? You have an equation that only contains this variable, the variable n. All of the rest you know d already, right? So you can isolate n, and what is n? Is the number of terms, right? The number of terms that you are adding. So basically, that's how you find how many terms it takes for the sum to at least be 2000, at least be 2000. And anything greater than this particular value of n that you will find by solving this equation, anything anything above that will also meet the requirement. So there you go. That's problem number one. I'm going to be explaining these problems for you in this way. I'm not going to be solving them completely because it takes me time, and you don't want to see me doing arithmetic. I want you to do the in between steps on your own, right? And basically that's how I'm gonna proceed.